Just in time for the holidays are more Shovel Knight amiibo. Hey Nintendo fans and collectors, Lithium here from my channel Nintendo Collecting, and this is also day 2 of Nintendo Christmas 2019. I'm bringing you really good holiday themed ideas to either give or receive this holiday season. Be sure to enter my one big giveaway this year for the 12 days of Nintendo Christmas, which includes a retro 8-bit Link hat from Retro Styler. Also, Scorbunny plush from the Pokemon Company International from the new game Pokemon Sword and Shield. And from myself that I bought brand new with tags, this is a Game Master shirt from Nintendo for all the Mario characters. All you have to do to enter the giveaway this time around for this video is comment below what is your favorite amiibo that exists. Not just the ones from 2019, but from all the amiibo out there. Who's your favorite character, or who do you like to fight the most with in Super Smash Bros? You can also comment below, what are your thoughts on Shovel Knight and these new amiibo that are finally out? Speaking of which, I'm first going to unbox the Gold Shovel Knight amiibo, then I will get to the 3-pack that's coming out. That is Spectre Knight, Plague Knight, and King Knight. I was able to pick these up locally, however, I feel like I got very fortunate getting this gold edition of Shovel Knight. This is an amiibo I didn't even know about. I wasn't sure that this was in existence. Someone mentioned it to me online. I contacted all my local stores. This is the last one in my hometown, so I'm really happy to get my hands on this. This is really similar to the gold Mario amiibo and the gold Mega Man amiibo that are already out that I will compare this to in the end of the video. So here, on the box, this is not the best shaped box. It is creased a little bit, but we're opening it up anyways. The base has the Shovel Knight logo, purple, that's a little bit different than the Super Smash Bros. It will be the same base and same amiibo, basically, as the original Shovel Knight that I already have from the game previously. So this guy is gold. It does say Gold Amiibo Edition up here, which I did want to compare it to a sealed Gold Mario that I still have. Both of them have the Gold Amiibo Edition. You can also comment below, what are your thoughts on the existence of these gold editions? Do you like them for collectors? Do you not like them? Do you think the prices should be way higher or not? The Gold Mario amiibo is still a really high price point, and it seems like it's a little bit ridiculous. So both of these are saying gold, but they're the exact same design, as I said, as the other ones the other time around. Alright, I'm going to compare it to this guy right here, just leaving that one on the side. On the back, what does this Shovel Knight actually do inside the game as an amiibo? Uphold shovel justice with amiibo and Shovel Knight. Summon the Fairy of Chivalry. Equip new armor for Shovel Knight. So you're going to get new armor. You can use this with the Switch or the 3DS. I also have this game on the Wii U, actually. That's where I originally bought Shovel Knight. What a fantastic retro experience Shovel Knight is. It's probably one of the best games, in my opinion, of the decade in terms of indie games and indie development. The decade is coming to a close, which is so weird to say. We're almost done the teens of the Millennium 2000, and we're getting into the 20s. So I think Shovel Knight's probably one of the best indie games of this decade. I at least had the most fun with it. There's several other ones, like Bit Trip Runner I really enjoyed, and I think Stardew Valley has been really phenomenal in this past year, but Shovel Knight's still putting out more content and doing really well with it too, as is Stardew Valley. Alright, so this gold amiibo, from my understanding, this might be one of the ones that you can still use in the packaging. It does have a disc down here, but let's see if this is actually... No, so I think you had to pull this out of the packaging. I don't think that this would be able to scan if it did have this. Some of the other amiibo that were not officially Nintendo, I guess they are official Nintendo license, but they weren't really Nintendo, they did not have this little scan prevention at the bottom of the amiibo, so you could actually scan them in, still in the box. But that's a really rare thing now. I think all of them are being blocked anyways. So I'm just going to keep that box to the side. I've been keeping all of my boxes, by the way. So here we have the Gold Amiibo edition of this one. So when you unlock this character in the game, I'm assuming you're going to get this gold armor, which does look really wicked. Now, I'm happy I paid normal price for this because the price is almost doubling online for this amiibo, and it looks identical to the other one, just obviously it's gold. Other than that, they're the exact same. Now, this one looks like it's really made of plastic. It doesn't seem to be the same material as the other ones made by Nintendo for Super Smash Bros. This one does have more of a toy plastic feel. However, the gold one doesn't. The gold one, because it's more chromed out, decked out, it looks a little bit better, in my opinion. But this is not the classic Shovel Knight that I'm so used to. I think I'm just getting this because I'm a collector, of course. I would prefer to pick up this original version if I could find it, of course. So just comparing this with the other gold amiibo, first of all, we have the gold Mega Man amiibo that was available for the Legacy Collection on the Nintendo 3DS. It did not have its own exclusive packaging that it was released individually. It was only released in that set with the game. So this one's really much more gold than the Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight's almost like a faded gold, I want to say, and then comparing him to the gold Mario amiibo, same thing, the gold's just a little bit more faded, but he certainly does look good. There's almost some pink gold on there, on his legs and on his hands, that makes him look a little bit different than the gold Mario amiibo, getting a good look at the front and the back. So now there are 3 gold amiibo that are doubles or duplicates of everything else. They're just spray painted gold, and collectors really want to get their hands on these, obviously. So let's put these other 2 gold ones to the side. Not going to use those ones anymore. I am going to keep these Shovel Knights, though, on either side while we unbox the new 3-pack, which I was really excited about. This is one I knew about. Now, an interesting story about this 3-pack of Spectre Knight, Plague Knight, and King Knight. From my understanding, I think this was announced 2.5 years ago. This was released or announced by Yacht Games, I think, way back in the middle of 2017. And I've been waiting for this and waiting for this and waiting for this. And then finally a guy at a local game store went, "It's in, you should come get it." And I might be a week late actually unpackaging this. So these 3 guys, on the back it says, unlock a trove of fun with Amiibo and Shovel Knight. Unlock an exclusive armor set for each character. Take on exclusive Amiibo challenge stages for each character as well. Summon Amiibo Fairy Companions, the Fairy of Alchemy, Fairy of Torment, and Fairy of Resplendence. And this is the Lich Lord Spectre Knight, which looks really fantastic right there. And we have some images of the gameplay. If you've never played Shovel Knight before, wonderful retro bit action. It's like 32-bit. I don't think it's 8-bit. I'm pretty sure it looks more like it's on the Super Nintendo. So this pack, I think normally it's probably something like $30, depending on your region, $30 to $40. This one is like $15 to $20, depending on, again, where you are in your region. I was able to find this one. Several stores still had the 3-pack in stock, so I don't know if it's that rare. But like I said, the gold one in my hometown is now sold out entirely. There are a few other cities that are like more than an hour away that have 1 or 2 copies of them left. But once those gold ones are gone, I don't see them getting a restock. I really don't. I think they're going to be gone, and then only really hardcore collectors are going to be after getting all of them. If you're into the Super Smash Bros. Series, I will talk about all of those that were released this year in 2019. There were 15 different Super Smash Bros. Amiibo released just this year. And if you're wondering, there's a total of 20 Amiibo released in 2019, so I'll go through all of them at the end of the video, including these 3 right here. Alright, so this is really cool. I like when they come in 3s. This one, they do look a lot more plasticky. They look a lot more toy, just as an initial impression. First out is Spectre Knight. Then we have Plague Knight. And then we have King Knight. So I'm just going to move this box packaging to the side. Again, all of them on the base have the Shovel Knight logo, which is a little bit hard to see on this, but it looks really neat that these have a different base. Same black base, however, on the bottom it's purple, like I said. So this guy right here, we have, of course, this is Spectre Knights, and Spectre Knight has main theme of red with, I guess, some sort of off, like, brown color. This is the tallest, I'm not sure if he's taller than King Knight. Maybe he's not quite as tall as King Knight, but he's a lot taller, obviously, than Plague Knight. So again, plastic material. We do have his cape like a lot of these Super Smash Bros. Amiibo have, but this one just looks really different. So in terms of quality, they are all consistent with one another, but I personally probably prefer the Super Smash Bros. Design and style. This one looks a lot more toy. It looks a lot more like Skylanders almost, and I know it's not made by Nintendo. Now the weapon on the back is not attached, so this can move a little bit off of his leg, but he does have a solid stance and he's standing up really well. Alright. Next up, we have Plague Knight. Now, Plague Knight, this pose for me is the best of the 3. I don't know why. Just the way he's looking up at this, like he's ready to use it, makes a lot of sense. I like how this is clear plastic as well. That looks really quite sharp. The green on this character's body looks really good, as the touches on his hands. See, on the back, I feel like the quality here isn't quite as good as Super Smash Bros. Right going around here on the back with, I guess, his necklace, I want to call it. A little bit lower build quality on these ones, but it is not from Nintendo themselves. You can also see some defects right here on the hand of this figure, so not quite as good as the Super Smash Bros. Amiibo. Last one up, we have King Knight. Now, King Knight is huge. I love the way that his cape looks like on this guy, but again, the build quality isn't quite that great. We do have a seam right here, and there's some other little seams that you can see across this guy, but especially that one across the cape. They tried to make this look fluffy and furry. I would have liked to see this almost like King Dedede, maybe, with the more shiny material on the side for that. But King Knight is standing really proudly. He stands tall, and it's nice to get actually this 3 set for the price of 2, roughly. So you're getting 3 for the price of 2, so they're a little bit less quality. In terms of height of these guys, in centimeters first, it looks like Spectre Knight is almost 110 millimeters, so 11 centimeters, and that means 4.25 inches. Then we have Plague Knight, a little bit shorter. Plague Knight's only like 7 centimeters tall, 3 inches tall. And then King Knight is again back up to about 4.25 inches or 11 centimeters tall. And now we have a really cool 4-pack with Shovel Knight, Spectre Knight, Plague Knight, and King Knight. But we also have the Gold Shovel Knight Amiibo, a really cool 5-pack. So like I said, I think getting 3 of these for the price of 2 is totally worth it if you're a big Shovel Knight fan. That makes this all the worthwhile, of course. The Gold Shovel Knight figure, if you can get your hands on it as a collector, I would pick up one of these now before prices start to jump and you can't find them anymore. Now I think let's get through all the Amiibo that were released this year if you're looking for a Christmas gift idea. So I'm just going to move these Shovel Knight ones to the side for the moment and go through all of them. First of all, we had Link from Link's Awakening. This one looks claymation almost. It looks very, very shiny, and I love this one. Look at the Hylian shield. The detail on him is amazing. This would be one of my top items to want to give or receive this holiday season. After Link, there are 15 Super Smash Bros. Amiibo that I'll run through really quick that were released in 2019. We have Piranha Plant, King K. Rool, Ice Climbers, Young Link, Ken, Daisy, Pokemon Trainer, Pichu, Isabelle, Squirtle, Ivysaur, Snake, Chrom, Incineroar, and Simon Belmont. Those last 3 were released very recently, and I do have unboxing videos up of all of these here on my YouTube channel. So that's 16 so far. Then we have the Gold Shovel Knight Amiibo that we talked about today. We also have Spectre Knight. Then we had Plague Knight, and we had the King Knight. So those are the 20 Amiibo figures released in 2019. Would make a great holiday-themed gift for Day 2 of Nintendo Christmas. Be sure to enter the giveaway for the Link hat, for the Score Bunny plush, and for the Game Master t-shirt. I'm giving away all 3 of these items. All you have to do is comment on the video. Who's your favorite Amiibo? What are your thoughts on Shovel Knight? And who's your favorite fighter in Super Smash Bros. That is out for the Nintendo Switch. Thanks so much for watching Day 2 of Nintendo Christmas. Stay tuned tomorrow. Make sure you enter the giveaway every day to win that grand prize pack. And I really appreciate you watching. Feel free to fill that like bucket. Follow me on all the social media links in the description below the video. And remember, as always, go collect them all, keep smiling while gaming, and have a happy holidays, everyone.